Hello world, welcome to another video, and in this we'll just take input from the user. So let's take another file called as input.py, enter, and let's go here. So it's very easy and very simple trick. I'll just close this. Let's say I take a variable name and I'll use an input function. Okay, initially I'll just confuse you a bit and then I'll tell you how to do it. Okay, print name. So what I will do is I'll just run this and show it to you. Okay, I'll just go here. I'll run this, pressing the tab key, enter. So it has stopped. So this means it is waiting for the input from the user. User in this case is me, myself over here. Okay, so I can just write skills cafe, enter, and I get skills cafe over here. Great. But I think, or you might be confused a bit. So let's have some label over here. So what I could do is I could just write enter your name, because we are confused, or the user is confused what he has to enter, right? Whether he has to enter his name, mobile number, age, or what. Okay. So now I can just go here, run this again. So enter your name, and I can write, or I can enter my name. So it's Gaurav. But there's no space over here, so let's give one space, one colon and a space. Okay, I think this is better. So it is printing my name. So let's print hello and the name, whatever name the user is inputted. So whatever name comes from the user. So let's write skills for now. So hello skills, excellent. So this is working fine. Now let's say I'll give you a trick question now. Try to answer this. Let's say I take a number and I say input and I say enter a number. Okay. Okay, again give a colon over here, space, and let's say print num. Save, go here, run this. Let's say I enter the number 17, enter 17. Okay. Now what I want is I want to add this to 25. What will happen? Will it give an error or will it add 17 and 25? So let's see. Enter the number. I say 17. Enter. It gives us an error. So what is the error? Don't worry about these errors. You have to just read it over here. So it says type error, must be string, not int. So what is string? I think so this is also int, this is also int, right? But this is not an int, this is a string. Why? Because input function by default takes any answer from the user in the form of string. So if you don't believe me, we'll just see type of this. So print type of num. Let's save this, go here and run this. So I say 17 again. It says it belongs to the class string. Okay. So even though we have to enter the number, it is saying it belongs to the class string. So now how can we change this? So there is 3 ways we could do this. Directly over here we can just write, we can add one more function called as int. So what will happen? Though this is in the form of string, when it will try to add it to 25, it will convert 17 into integer first and only then it will add it to 25. So let's save this, go here and check. So I'll enter 17 again. So it will say it belongs to the class string because we are checking the type before we convert it into int, and later we get the addition of these two numbers. Okay, this is one trick. Or I will just comment this, or I could just go here and say num and assign the value num, but we'll convert that into int first. So what we'll do is, though this number is 17 is stored over here, so let that 17 which is in the form of string, let's convert that into int and store it again over here, right? And now let's do print num plus 25. save this, go here and run. So it says 42, and also it says it belongs to the class int. Now this we have converted before the type function, before we printing the type function. So it will tell us it belongs to the class int. And last one is, so this was one method, second method, and the last method is directly while taking the input, we can just convert it into int. So let's save this, go here and run. And again, I'll just enter 17. So 17 plus 25 is 42. Excellent. But why 17 and why 25? Okay, these are two special numbers that I will discuss in some other lecture. Okay, before that, let's go to our conditions. I'll just comment this. If you have watched the video in the last class regarding conditions, what we could do is we could directly take the input from the user here itself, and let's say enter marks, enter marks, and just convert that into int as well. I'm converting this into int. Save this, go here and run this. So let's say I get marks as 81, enter. So I get, oh, what is happening? Why? Okay, by mistake I run the previous one. So I'll just say 5 condition, enter marks. Let's say I'll say 81. So I'm getting shoes. Oh, we have not changed it yet. Okay, 8 and 60. What was your bike? Shoe. So let's say I get 72, laptop. I get 52, out of the house. Excellent. So now you can see, just taking the input from the user, we can change everything very dynamically, right? Now your task is, you have to create a cafe where you will take the input from the user. If the user says 1, you can just give him pizza, or if the user says 2, you have to give pasta. If the user says 3, cold coffee or hot coffee, whatever. And if the user says anything except like 1, 2, 3, except anything apart from 1, 2, 3, if the user enters, then you have to say the bill is ready at the counter. If you're not satisfied with this cafe thing, you can go ahead with another, which is your own bar. If the user says 1, you will give him this drink. If the user says 2, wine, 3 is beer, 4 is vodka, or anything. And anything else, you can just say you're too drunk and you can get out of the bar. Okay, so we have seen input, we have seen conditions, we'll see loops, and later on we'll go with a lot of questions. Do like, share and subscribe. Please support us. Thank you, and see you in the next one.